Smoke curled through the air like a ghost rising from centuries past. Babylonian soldiers stormed the city of Jerusalem, tearing down stone walls and setting sacred buildings ablaze. In the heart of the city, Solomon's temple, once gleaming in gold and cedar, was desecrated and looted. But amid the chaos, one object was never found. The Ark of the Covenant, Israel's most sacred relic, vanished. Crafted from acacia wood and overlaid with pure gold, the Ark was said to house the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments. Its lid, the mercy seat, was flanked by 2 cherubim. But this was no ordinary artifact of faith. For the Israelites, the Ark was a throne for the invisible presence of God, and for others, it may have been something far more powerful. Some whispered it was a weapon, others, a divine transmitter. But after that fateful destruction of Solomon's temple, the Ark disappeared from history without a trace. Centuries before its disappearance, the Ark was born in the fires of revolution. As the Israelites fled Egypt under the leadership of Moses, they wandered into the wilderness of Sinai, where something extraordinary occurred. On Mount Sinai, Moses received detailed instructions, supposedly from God, for building the Ark. The dimensions were exact, the materials specific, the design intricate, almost scientific. It was to be carried using gold-plated poles, never touched directly. Only the high priest could approach it, and only under strict ritual. According to the book of Exodus, when the Ark was carried into battle, Israel triumphed. When it rested in the tabernacle, it emitted clouds and flashes of light. Those who touched it without permission died instantly. Was this divine power or advanced technology cloaked in religious language? Some modern theorists propose that the Ark functioned like a capacitor, storing electrical charge. Its gold plating inside and out, non-conductive wood core, and insulation like rings may have acted as a primitive energy device. The biblical warnings about touching it, perhaps more literal than metaphorical. The Ark was never merely stored, it was enthroned. When the Israelites built their mobile sanctuary, the tabernacle, it was centered entirely around the Ark. Behind layers of curtains, the Ark rested in the Holy of Holies, guarded from view. Only once a year on Yom Kippur could the high priest enter and approach the mercy seat to offer atonement. The Ark was not just symbolic, it was the nation's heartbeat. According to ancient texts, whenever the Ark was moved, it was preceded by ritual and followed by miracles. In one battle, the priests carried it into the Jordan River, and the waters parted. At Jericho, the Ark was marched around the city for 7 days before the walls crumbled. Such stories stretch belief, but they appear with consistency across centuries of Jewish tradition. And in these narratives, the Ark behaves less like a box and more like a machine. The Israelites, desperate to defeat their rivals, the Philistines, brought the Ark onto the battlefield at Aphek. But instead of a miracle, disaster struck. The Ark was captured. It was taken to the Philistine city of Ashdod and placed in the temple of Dagon. The next morning, the statue of Dagon lay face down before it. The day after, it was shattered. Plagues broke out across the city. Panic spread. The Philistines, terrified, returned the Ark to the Israelites. This incident, found in the book of Samuel, paints the Ark not just as sacred, but dangerous. A kind of energy source that could destroy not only objects, but biological life. Some have likened its effects to radiation poisoning. Tumors, death, chaos. Could the Ark have emitted actual radiation? If so, where did this technology come from? King Solomon, son of David, built a permanent home for the Ark, the first temple in Jerusalem. Its dimensions followed geometric principles that echoed sacred architecture around the world, from Egypt to Mesopotamia. The Holy of Holies, where the Ark was housed, was a perfect cube, symbolizing cosmic harmony. The floor was gold, the walls were cedar. The Ark, invisible to all but the high priest, was the centerpiece of the entire nation. But the Ark's power had to be contained. Priests purified themselves for days before entering. Incense was burned to shield the eyes from direct exposure. And behind thick walls, deep within the heart of the temple, the Ark remained, silent but potent. Many believe Solomon understood the true nature of the Ark, not just as a spiritual artifact, but as a vessel of cosmic energy. Was it built to channel something greater, perhaps even extraterrestrial? When the Babylonians destroyed Solomon's temple, they carried off countless treasures, bronze basins, gold tools, sacred vessels, but no records mention the Ark. The Book of Kings lists every item looted except it. The Book of Ezra, detailing what was returned decades later, makes no mention of the Ark either. It simply vanished. Some say it was hidden beneath the Temple Mount before the siege. Others claim it was spirited away by priests to Egypt or even Ethiopia, and some believe it was taken by divine means. From this moment on, the Ark becomes legend. In the small town of Aksum, Ethiopia, lies a humble chapel, the Church of Our Lady Mary of Zion. Here, the local clergy claim the Ark of the Covenant has rested for nearly 3,000 years, guarded by a single monk who may never leave the grounds or speak to outsiders. The Ark is never shown. No one else may see it, not even the patriarch of the Ethiopian Church. According to Ethiopian tradition, the Ark was brought to their country by Menelik I, son of King Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. It was taken from Jerusalem with the blessing of heaven and has remained there ever since. Every year during the festival of Timket, replicas of the Ark, called tablets, are paraded through the streets. To the faithful, the real Ark still pulses with divine energy, sealed away for protection. But no scientific analysis has ever been allowed. Beneath the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock lies a labyrinth of sealed tunnels, chambers, and stone foundations, some dating back thousands of years. Many believe that the Ark still rests somewhere below. The Temple Mount remains one of the most politically and spiritually sensitive places on Earth. Excavations are nearly impossible, but that hasn't stopped speculation. Some claim the Knights Templar found evidence of the Ark here during the Crusades and secretly moved it to Europe. Others believe it was buried in a secret chamber built by Solomon himself, a hidden vault, sealed with inscriptions, only known to the Levites. No concrete evidence has surfaced, but each theory adds a layer to the mystery. From Raiders of the Lost Ark to conspiracy documentaries, the Ark has become a pop culture icon, often depicted as a supernatural weapon or lost alien tech. It has inspired endless interpretations. Some fringe researchers claim the Ark was a high-frequency transmitter. Others say it was a nuclear power source. A few suggest it was used to communicate with beings from the heavens. Mainstream archaeologists reject these claims. To them, the Ark is a religious symbol, mythologized over centuries. But the exact specifications recorded in ancient texts, combined with the mysterious effects it allegedly produced, remain difficult to ignore. The debate straddles science, religion, and myth. Across the world, scholars continue to pore over ancient texts, maps, and artifacts. Satellite imagery scans the Ethiopian highlands. Ground-penetrating radar surveys parts of Jerusalem. But the Ark eludes all. Its trail is scattered across scripture, legend, and shadow. To some, it's gone forever, destroyed or lost in time. To others, it still exists, guarded, waiting, hidden beneath earth or behind faith. Yet whether physical or symbolic, the Ark of the Covenant remains a potent reminder of the ancient world's mysteries, a fusion of divine story and lost technology, of sacred devotion and unexplained power. It is, in every sense, the embodiment of a mystery not yet solved. In the fading glow of firelight, as empires rise and crumble, the story of the Ark persists, etched in the stones of lost temples and whispered in the prayers of pilgrims. Whether a chest of wood and gold or a vessel of unimaginable power, the Ark of the Covenant continues to haunt the boundaries between myth and truth. One thing remains certain. Something was once there, revered, feared, and protected above all else. And somewhere, it may still be waiting. You've just explored another mystery with JB Animated Mysteries. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on notifications so you never miss a story where facts and fiction collide. Until next time, the truth is out there. Keep looking.